know you can create a party with all your paper scraps, and Patty Wilkinson is here from Simplicity to show us how quick it can be.
Well, it's never been this fast before. I've got a little secret with my machine.
Okay. Show us what we're going to do. We're first going to work on this Celebrate.
Celebrate. This is a great banner for any occasion. You can use this puppy over and over and over again.
I always say that puppy, you know, and you can keep it up all year round if you want.
Right.
If you really want.
It's for a birthday or an anniversary or what have you. And we've got a paper chain out here too.
We'll get to that in a second. Let's start with Celebrate.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with my little cutting machine because I've set it for 3 inches, and that's exactly how wide these panels are.
But you can also go down to
3/8 of an inch.
Okay, there's a grid on the side to help you with that.
Yeah, and we're going to show you how that slides here in just a minute. Now, when you do this, all you have to do is push the paper up next to the little guide, push your pedal on the floor.
Kind of like a sewing machine.
And just let it glide through. And look how fast.
Now this is like a pinking shear, and how fast is that? And straight. You don't have that like, which happens.
That's right.
Okay, so this is a cool thing. Now, we can make this smaller too, right?
We sure can, and all you do is take your machine and move the slide guide over, and this is a little toggle screw that you undo, and then it pushes, and you insert it in the other hole, and then you bring it forward all the way.
Okay, can I try?
Yes, let me get this
after you get it in there.
All
It's
right.
important that it's tight, right?
Now push it right to the edge.
Okay, are you going to push the button?
I am.
You're going to do the pedal to the metal.
This is teamwork.
How fun is
Ta-da!
that?
Isn't that
Oh,
fast?
it just pops right off. Oh my gosh. Okay, other side, may I?
You bet.
I mean, you know, why not? Okay, how many you could do? You could do some serious assembly line work on these.
Oh, yes, you could. Just think if you had a cheerleading team and you needed to make something like this for every girl to wear on the football night.
Right, okay.
Now, let's put it together for you.
We're using this on paper. You could use it on other items, right?
Oh, absolutely. You could do it on fabric or felt or vinyl, anything that is just about the same width as paper.
Okay, great.
Now, let's assemble it. Grab that glue over there.
It's the glue stick, which will work with the paper.
And we're just going to put some adhesive on the back. And then we'll flip it over and place it right in the center. And then we'll put glue again.
You're making me work.
I am. I know how you like to do this.
Right. We're doing this quick. You would put glue all the way to the edges. I'm just doing it down the center.
Right. And let's put a little monogram on here.
And that's like an applique that you can get at the sewing store.
Yes. And now we're ready to put it onto the top of our banner. And I'm just going to do old school here and use my staple gun. Just slip it right under. Place it in the place that it goes in the center. And bam, you're done.
And then just keep making them, and then add a little something to cover the staple.
It's all done.
It's all done.
All right, let's look at something else. We've got another strip idea over here.
You have an album.
Yes, this is done with weaving the strips in a woven pattern, and then you lay them on top of the album and you just glue them on.
Okay, now you have 2 machines here, but really you can change the blade on your one machine to a straight blade.
That's right, and I've got it set for 1/2 inch. As you can see here, the little slide guide shows you exactly how wide it's going to be. And again, I'm just going to slip it under and go. And this will give you all the strips that you need to make your little weave.
And then we can look back over here and weave them through. Let's cut one more.
You want to do it?
What I like is those colors you're using, and at a 1/2 inch, you can use any decorative paper.
Well, and think of all the scraps that you can put to good use.
Oh. I just got rid of a bunch of scraps, and now you're giving me a reason to have kept them.
Absolutely. Won't this be fun?
And then add them to this and weave them in.
That's right. Just glue them right on top.
Okay.
Now let's talk about our gift wrapping. Whenever you've got all this great party going on, you've got gifts.
Right. And we have gift wrapping to do.
We do.
Right.
Now think about it. You've got rickrack, but have you ever thought of paper rickrack?
No.
Well, now you can do paper rickrack, and that's using up all your little scraps. And just use your pinking blade and look at all these great little scraps that you can come up with.
Now you might already have them in place by the leftovers from the pinking cutting.
Exactly.
Or you might have to just do a bunch of them, but we see how fast it is. Okay, now you're doing something here.
Well, just take your thumbnail and just grab the underneath and pull, and it will automatically start to spiral.
Kind of like scissors on the ribbon that you use for packages.
Like curly ribbon.
Oh, it does. Okay. And do you do it over and over?
You do, and then whenever you're done, you just put them into a little medallion like I've done over here.
Collect them.
Collect them and
Okay, we'll
place
bring
them
that over.
right in the center of the medallion.
You could staple them.
You could.
Or use adhesive if you want to.
Adhesive, double stick tape is what I use.
Okay.
The really kid project about all of this, your kids are going to love this. You can make your paper chain.
Okay.
Now, we all did this when we were kids. But just take your chain, well, take your strips, and you're going to make a chain. And I've already placed one here. You just make a circle and staple it, and then do
Should I
another
give you the
one.
stapler? Okay. And I'll just put it in here.
That's right.
Now, these I hope I didn't get your neck.
You didn't.
Okay, good.
No, you got it.
These paper chains are fun. I've heard of people say, like, okay, we're going to go on vacation in 2 weeks, and the kids are excited, and you make one for 14 days. You know, you
Yes.
put 14 together, and then they tear one off each day to say, oh, we're getting closer. I mean, it's just, or a holiday.
It's a great advent
and
calendar.
look at this. Oh.
This would be fantastic at Christmas. Just think how pretty this would be if you did it all in Christmas colors.
Oh, all your Christmas paper, for sure.
Yes.
Any of the holidays. Okay, I want to bring this album back in if we can here.
Okay.
The Friends album. And again, you've already done the adhering of the weaving. This would be a great background even for a scrapbook page.
Oh, it would.
Okay, that's one idea. And then another would be for making like mini cards or just a corner that you want to leave. And lots of cards to try.
And another way that you could do it is to take your rickrack weaves and do it that way.
Oh, with rickrack, right, instead of this, okay.
Yeah.
And place cards as well for
Oh,
the table at
definitely.
any kind of party. But those look nice. I'm not weaving them in and out because, well, doing that on TV is fussy and hard.
And if you're a
But-
collage artist, you'll really go wild with this idea.
Right, with some sort of a medium that you could put on, you know, picture frames, you name it.
Yes, and then add your little appliques and all sorts of things, rubber stamping, all of it would go together. Very cool.
Very nice, Patty. Thank you very much. And you made a very quick, I think yours is the quickest idea for a party.